In line with the 21st century demand, societies must brace up to endless opportunities available. As a dynamic state, the Governor Akinwumi Ambodi's administration is in the forefront of increasing the state's technological capacity and the training and retraining of its teaching workforce through the Teachers Establishments and Pensions Office. Speaking at a recent interactive session, Plug into ICT, the Permanent Secretary Tepo underlines the need for teachers to embrace technological-driven instruction delivery in schools for optimum performance.
With ICT, teachers will now be able to create their own materials and thus have more control over the materials used in the classrooms rather than before the era of innovation. Rather than descaling teachers as claimed in some quarters, technology requires teachers to be more creative in customizing their own materials. I'm happy to inform you that this interactive session is part of the action plan of Tepo, that is Teachers Establishments and Pensions Office, designed to ensure regular professional development of teachers and keep them to date on new research in emerging technology tools for the classrooms, new curriculum resources, and much more.
Representative of the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Yetunde Odejayi, says the state government is leaving no stone unturned in transforming schools in the state to an ICT hub through capacity development.
It is widely recognized that learners are motivated and purposefully engaged in the learning process when concepts and skills are underpinned with technology and sound pedagogy. In our efforts at repositioning instruction delivery in the public schools, this administration is considering the need to supply interactive smart boards to all public secondary schools, junior and senior in the state.
The resource person, Professor of Education Technology Nwabuno Cordelia Nwaboko of the Faculty of Education, Lagos State University, Ojo, speaks more about the technique.
That's what the information age demands, that we should all be able to access and use information. So the first thing is to access information. The next one is to process the information. How do you process information for your classroom teaching? How do you store information? The easier the storage, the more likely you are able to carry it around. I may not want to carry my laptop around all the time, but I could use a floppy disk to do what? Copy. Take a CD, copy, store in the CD, and use. So we have means of reusing and reusing information better than we had before, because we can now store.
Participants also highlighted constraints and preferred solutions in achieving the desired technological status in schools.
In my school, we have the system that we make use of. We have 100 laptops for our students, and we teach them with it. But because of the power failure, we are always having this problem. And also, we need these engineers to maintain this system, coming to the school once in a while to service the system. I know it will go a long way to help this system go well.
The issue of security in schools should be actually looked into. Where you have all these gadgets, you have all computers, you don't have people to look after them. What do you say? This is my take on this.
I will still support mostly the support service from the government to help us to activate most of these gadgets that are getting bad.
Instead of using the soft and hard copy at the same time, we say we should work and put on a flash drive or the disk. Don't ask for the hard copy. At least that will encourage more teachers to go and learn about this thing more and know how to use it.
Look at the running course for each schools. We observe that 70% of that running course is on transportation. So I see in the mission of that Bible, the nation believe is district and the school could be IT compliant.
Learning is what? It's continuous. Learning in Yoruba means eko.
If learning must be continuous, then the project must be sustained. A lot of little things are happening. These little things are not 300,000 naira gadgets. They are mostly ideas that are being supported by the Education High Command. Recently, I'm sure all of us got an instruction or a directive to open an official email platform. True or false? I tell you what will happen when we conclude this project, expectedly before the end of this year. We will have a database of all public school teachers in Lagos State on an email system, from where we can create a forum, from where we can all reach each other. You will have your official box into which a lot of massive information can be sent.
In many countries around the world, coding is now being done at primary school level. That's where it started. And as a country, if we must catch up and in fact begin to play at the very tip of the spear in terms of development in technology around the world, this is exactly what we need to do in our own country as well. So it becomes imperative then that we must try and improve. And I hear what was said earlier on about ensuring that we do not even wait for employers. And I think I agree with that. I think that if you make an effort and begin to take your own professional development as your own priority, you are responsible for it primarily first, before your employer. Then, that's kind of how we work in industry. And I think that will work very well again.
To whom much is given, much is required. As the teachers receive adequate training, they are confident in boosting students' performance.